Hey, what's happening? I'm Battle Rug, and this is Red Dirt Garden Cacti and Euphorbia. We'll start with these zygos. Nice big pink flowers. There's a red one in here somewhere. There he is. Oh, I think that's a pink-red hybrid. Any luck in there? Because I crossed the two. Do. Anyway, there's lots of buds. That was pretty special though, I think, in that little pot. I had crossed a couple and got some seed, and as you can see there, it's got a nice outer red and in a pink flower, so that's pretty cool. Nice little hybrid. There's a Mexican fence post. You can see his new growth always looks pretty spectacular with the red on the new thorns. Yeah, there's a nice thick cylindrical cactus. Not too sure what this guy is, but he's shot some flower buds out, which looks pretty cool as well. I like the form of the leaves, the spikes on them, and the symmetry, and these flower buds look pretty neat too. They're like a blue with a pink on the top. Couple of little Lophophora degrafts. It's a funny time of the year where sometimes it's still a bit warm during the day, but it gets cold at night, so I'm not too sure how much water to give, so I hold back a little bit and just water everything when it's pretty much bone dry. There's the Pharaoh cactus, the red one. Some new buds forming on that, on the gymno. Has to be a bit difficult in zooming in. There we go. I've had that moon cactus for a long time, that red gymnocalycium. Bought it from Bunnings as a little graft on a dragonfruit, and as you can see, the dragonfruit's long rotted away. It's only the inner core. He still seems to be going alright. I've made a few grafts off of that. One's here. That's one of the grafts of him, which is doing pretty well. And I've got another graft of him over here. So that's the other graft from the same plant, so yeah, be able to continue on a bit. Bought this little wind charm from the local nursery. Little whales. I've got fond memories with the kids at the beach and my Shar Pei at the beach. So there's something nice to add to the little greenhouse. What else have we got in here to show? There's a big crest that I bought off my friend Luke. And here's a recent graft I've done of a Scott Cross Wollonder monster crest. I chopped it off of, I believe it was this plant here that it came off of. But this plant here and this one is of the same seedling batch. And I believe there's one more from the same plant as well. So that's Scott Cross Wollonder monster. And there's the Trichocereus espiritu. It's an Australian hybrid. I think it comes from Melbourne. On graft, he was a bit thin, but now that it's on its own roots, he's fattened quite up and his notchiness is a bit more pronounced. There's a Vishnu graft. This is a Trichocereus hybrid that has, I believe it's crossed with a Labivia and has nice orangey pinky flowers. So looking forward to see what that does in the future. There's a Cactus geometricus graft and a puncher. Another one there. Looking forward to seeing some new growth out of these. I sold my last big one and made these three sort of to replace that. There's a Pachycereus pringley that I degrafted. So yeah, just a bit of a visit in the greenhouse. Here's a Tanjo that I don't really see too much variegation. I've mentioned that I grafted a ton of these, just really after some yellow variegation like the Dr. Funk here, and wasn't really happening for me. But we did get there with this original one. This is a Dr. Funk that come from my friend Chi. There's a Lophophora northern form grafted on a dragonfruit. There's an Astrophytum grafted on a dragonfruit from Jordan. There's the original Vishnu graft. So yeah, that has really nice bright pink flowers. This is the the thankyou that is showing variegation. So you can see, especially around this side. So we got there. You can see that barely just a little piece was left, grafted onto the stock, and that's where the variegation came out of, because I tell you, I have slabbed at least 6 pieces or so and it just wasn't happening for me. But we did get there in the end, so that's cool. There's my dragonfruit Solenocerius hybrid that's grafted onto Solenocerius. It's a V graft. You can see here where there we go. You can see where I've split the middle of the Solenocerius down and then just cut the other piece into a wedge and hope for the best. Hey, that's a Fields, what does it say? Arelegonus cross tersh. Couple of other ferros. Couple of Scop hybrids here. And that one's a Scop cross Willander monster. There's a variegated aloe in there. Looks like it needs a drink. There's another crest. Stapelia. Probably give them a bit of food soon. Some fish and seaweed all-round fertilizer. There's the totem pole, the thick form totem pole. Originally had it down there where the chicken is, and I don't think it was getting enough sun. So something's been at it. But yeah, he's doing pretty well. That's a Scott Cross Bridgessi from Luke. I've got a few of these around. Another one I bought from him. And there's the old Astrophytum there. Couple years old. Down here I've got another couple of lofts on Ceres. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Come out for a little peek and some fresh air. Alright, catch you later.